4 players all hoping they can tame this towering titan. Will anyone claim our jackpot today? Let's find out on Tipping Point. Hello and welcome to Tipping Point. Let's meet the 4 players all hoping to win thousands.
I'm Jean, I'm a jewellery retailer from Surrey.
I'm Dave, I'm a full-time dad and I'm from Bury St Edmunds.
I'm Martin, I'm an accountant from West Sussex.
I'm Hayley, a PhD student from London.
Good luck to all of you. Let's play Tipping Point. So in round 1, you each start with 3 counters. Questions are on the buzzer. If you buzz in and give me a correct answer, you'll have a choice to make. You can either choose to play one of your counters into our machine, or if you think the machine's not quite ready to pay out yet, you can get one of your opponents to play one of theirs instead. Every counter that comes out is worth £50 to your score. The player with the lowest score at the end of this round will be leaving the game with absolutely nothing. Now, I'm sure you've noticed we have 3 counters in our machine that look slightly different to the others. They are our mystery counters. Still worth £50, they do come with a special bonus prize that'll be yours to keep whatever happens today, so don't take your eyes off the mystery counters. Everybody ready? Hands on your buzzers, here comes your first question. Which organ of the human body shares its name with a bean often used in chili con carne? Martin.
Kidney.
It is a kidney bean, Martin. So first choice is yours. Would you like to play or pass?
Doesn't look like much has fallen, so I'd pass to Jean.
Jean, you get to launch us in style today, Jean. Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 2, please, Ben.
Let's load up drop zone 2 for Jean. When you're ready, Jean. Nice quick drop. And a good settle as well, Jean. Now then, are you going to make Martin pay £50? Promised a lot, delivered the 1 counter, Jean. That's £50 across the tipping points. We'll take that from the machine and put it into your bank. You're off the mark. Well done, Jean.
Thank you.
OK, next question. Samos and Skiathos are islands belonging to which European country? Hayley.
Greece?
It is Greece, Hayley, yep. Would you like to play or pass,
I
Hayley?
will play, I think. Drop zone 2.
Light up drop zone 2 for Hayley, please. Ricochet drop. You got it down, though. Hayley, what do you reckon? Couple there.
Good.
Are you going to collect Jeans? 3 across the tipping points. £150. For those 3, let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. Hayley, you're off the mark as well. You've got yourself £150. Next question. Faster Than Lightning is the autobiography of which Jamaican sprinter? Jean. Jean! Usain Bolt.
I know.
That kind of went as fast as it came, didn't it?
Did.
Oh, Jean, I'm sorry. By buzzing in and not giving me the answer, we have to take a counter from you. That's going into the penalty pot. You'll all be playing for that at the end of the round. Jean, you're down to your last counter now. You need to use it very wisely. Next question. In the UK address system, what does the P stand for in PO Box? Jean.
Post office.
I can accept that, Jean. Post office or post. Got 1 counter left. Would you like to play or pass?
I think I'll play, please.
Where are you going to play?
Drop zone 2 again, please.
Light up drop zone 2. Need as much as we can with this one, Jean.
Yes.
Oh, it's a ghost drop. Kept it steady on the landing, though. Get some over now. What have we got for us, machine? What are you thinking, Jean? Oh, not too bad in the end. Finally, we got a smile. 5 across the tipping point. That's £250. Let's take that from the machine and put it into your bank. Jean, you now have £300, but you have used all 3 of your counters, so for the time being, you're out of the round.
OK.
OK, next question. Born in 1626, Richard Cromwell was the son of which English Martin?
Oliver Cromwell.
English statesman. Yes, indeed. Oliver Cromwell was his father. So, Martin, do you want to play this time or do you want to pass?
I'll play this time.
Where are you going to go?
I'll go and drop zone 2.
OK, Martin, great stuff. Load up drop zone 2, please. quick drop.
Perfect.
You like the look of that one, Martin?
Yeah, I did.
You're going to get some here. 2 across the tipping point. Not as many as you were hoping for, but still enough to put the pressure on Dave. That's £100 across the tipping point. Let's take that and put it into your bank. You now have £100 with 2 counters left to play. Next question. In 2000, which animated character had a UK #1 single with Can We Fix It? Hayley.
Bob the Builder.
It was Bob the Builder. You all went for that. You all love Bob the Builder. Hayley, you got there first, though.
Oh, I think I'm going to pass,
Okay.
actually.
To Dave or Martin?
Let's get rid of some of Dave's.
Dave's got plenty still. You're going to get a chance to play, Dave.
I'll have drop zone 2 as well, please.
Load up drop zone 2. There's a lot on that tipping point, Dave. See if you can get hold of them. Where you wanted it?
Sort of, yeah.
Sort of. There's a couple there. Now then.
Come on.
Oh, yes, Dave. Hayley, how generous. So that's 9 across the tipping point for Dave, thanks to Hayley's generosity. Let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. Dave, that puts you out in the lead with £450. Hayley, what were you thinking? Next question for Dave, Martin and Hayley. In art, how many primary colours are there? Hayley.
3.
On a colour wheel. Yes, indeed, there are 3.
I'll play this time, I think, drop zone 1.
Light up drop zone 1, please. The tipping point certainly shifted on drop zone 1, hasn't it? Can you get them over the edge, though, Hayley? Bouncy old drop, you got it down? Oh. No! Just being pinned. Doesn't look like there's much movement on that shelf either, does it? Not gonna go, I'm afraid. So, Hayley, you're down to your last counter.
Yep.
Next question. Joe DiMaggio is a famous name. Martin.
Baseball.
Correct. In which American sport? It is baseball, yes. Do you want to play or pass, Martin?
I'll play drop zone 1.
Light up drop zone 1. Could be good, this. Yeah. 5 across the tipping point.
Come on, you.
Trying to urge that little black one to fall. It's not going to go, I'm afraid. That's £250, though. Let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. That puts you on £350, Martin, with 1 counter left to play. Next question. Champagne is a sparkling form of what alcoholic? Hayley?
Wine.
Correct. So, Hayley, you've got 1 counter left to play. We need some money here.
I don't think it's looking like it's going to pay out. I think I'll pass to Martin.
Right then, Martin. Hayley's forcing your hand here. Where are you going to play?
I will go for drop zone 4.
Let's light up drop zone 4. That's a nice ricochet drop and decent settle, but is it going to split them? Something over. That's another 3 across the tipping point. Another £150. Which, when we take it from the machine and put it into your bank, Martin, we'll see that that's put you in the lead on £500. Like Jean, now you have used all 3 of your counters, though, so for the time being, you're out of the round. Just Dave and Hayley left in. Next question. Which US city is nicknamed the City of Angels? Dave.
Los Angeles?
It is Los Angeles, yes. So, do you want to play or pass?
I'll play, please.
OK.
Drop zone 4.
Light up drop zone 4, please. Steady drop. Nice settle. And 3 across. Are we going to add to your £450? We are. Another 3 across the tipping point, Dave. Another £150. Let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. Dave, you finish up with £600, and you've still got 1 counter left to play. Next question for Dave and Hayley. Onigiri is a rice ball snack originating from which country? Hayley.
Japan.
It is Japan. Do you want to play or pass?
I think I'm going to play and I'll put it into drop zone 3.
OK, for the first time today, let's load up drop zone 3. Really important you get some money here, Hayley. It's out. Now you should get a decent shove. Anything over? There's 2. 3 to draw level with Jean. That's 2, including the one that's thrown itself on the floor, which is £100 across the tipping point. Let's take that from the machine and put it into your bank. Hayley, you now have £250. You've used all 3 of your counters. For the time being, you're out of the round. There is, of course, 1 counter to play for in the penalty pot, which you're going to need, as things stand, to try and get through to the next round. So, Dave, it's just you left in, which means you don't need to use your buzzer, of course. You do need to give me the correct answer to this question to put that counter into the machine. If you don't know the answer, it's worth having a guess, because you could be timed out, OK?
OK.
Dave, the name of which Italian fashion designer features in the title of a 2006 film starring Meryl Streep?
Prada.
Prada's the right answer. Unfortunately, you were just out of time. The film, of course, was The Devil Wears Prada. Dave, I'm afraid we have to take that final counter from you. That's going to go into the penalty pot. So, as things stand, Dave, you are still our leader with £600. Martin has £500. Jean, £300. Hayley is just behind her with £250. But it's not over yet. There are 2 counters in the penalty pot. Both up for grabs right now. I'm going to ask you one last question. If you buzz in and give me the correct answer, you'll put both counters into the machine and everything can change. If you buzz in and give me the wrong answer, you will be frozen out. Hayley, this is your last chance. You have to give me the right answer to this question to have a chance of going through. Everybody ready? Here comes your penalty pot question. How many legs do arachnids usually have? Dave.
8.
It is 8, Dave. Very well done. Super fast on the buzzer. Hayley, I'm afraid that means you're going to be going home.
OK.
Dave, you get to put 2 counters into the machine. Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 1, please.
Load up drop zone 1, please. Bouncy drop. You got it flat. Are you going to get anything with this one? Yeah, there's 1 over. Could pick up a few here. 3. 3 across the tipping point. That's £150, Dave. And you've got 1 more counter to put in, Dave.
Drop zone 3, please.
Load up drop zone 3. Let's need to extend your lead further if we can get more out, Dave. Ricochet drop again. You got it down though. And stack the top shelf, but they're not going to go, are they? Staying just where they are. So, £150, what you got from your penalty pot counters. Let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. And at the end of the round, Dave is our leader with £750. Martin has £500. Jean sneaks through with £300. Hayley, I'm afraid, with £250. We have found your tipping point. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
In this round, they'll each have 30 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. As before, any counters that come out are worth £50. The player with the lowest score at the end of the round will leave the game with absolutely nothing. Dave, you are a leader from round 1, so it's your choice. Would you like to take on the machine first, or would you like to ask Jean or Martin to go instead?
I don't think it's going to pay out much yet, so I'll ask Jean to go next.
OK, Jean, ladies first. Jean, you're going to get the first 30 seconds to take on the machine. Every time you give me a correct answer, I'll give you another counter to put into the machine. If you don't know an answer, just say pass and move on as quickly as possible. You ready?
Yeah.
30 seconds for Jean, please. Jean, your time starts now. In which English county would you find the White Cliffs of Dover?
Kent.
Correct. Known for his single Ice Ice Baby, by what name is rapper Robert Van Winkle better known?
Pass.
Vanilla Ice. Which Audrey Hepburn film features the song Moon River?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Correct. In the children's story about 3 little pigs, which animal huffed and puffed to blow the house in?
Big Bad Wolf.
Correct. Australians Adam Scott and Jeff Ogilvy are professionals in what sport?
Pass.
Golf. Former Prime Minister James Callaghan represented which political party?
Conservative.
It was Labour. OK, so Jean, 3 counters, 3 correct answers. Got some damage to do now to try and catch the boys. Where are you going to start?
Drop zone 3, please, Ben.
Let's light up drop zone 3. 4 will catch Martin, Jean. That's our first target. Didn't hang around. It was a nice rapid drop. Can we get something over? Not this time, Jean. Staying there. Yep. So, Jean, you've got 2 left to put in.
I'll try drop zone 4, please.
OK, change attack. We'll light up drop zone 4, please. Really clean drop. It has settled. You got it flat. Now we need something over this shelf. Jean, 4 counters draws you level with Martin. Still nothing, Jean. You've got 1 counter left to put in, Jean. What would you like to do with it?
I'll stick with drop zone 4, please.
Fire up drop zone 4 again. Down and out. It's a great settle. You're going to split them. Oh, Jean! There is a bit of movement in front of drop zone 3. That's silver and black. And they all fell.
Oh, no.
But when the shelf was too deep, I'm afraid, Jean. Anything here? Just a nudge. Jean, I'm afraid. Dave was absolutely right. The machine wasn't ready to pay out. We can't add anything into your bank, which means, Jean, I'm afraid you will be going home.
Yes, no.
So, Dave, we come back to you. How cruel you are, Dave.
I know, I feel very mean now.
Your choice. Has Jean stacked the machine enough, or would you like Martin to go instead?
I'll let Martin have a go.
OK, Martin, your 30 seconds now. 30 seconds to answer as many questions as you can correctly. Martin, your time starts now. In the Warner Brothers cartoon series, which bird is Wile E. Coyote usually chasing?
Tweety bird.
Roadrunner. In the Bible, how many loaves of bread did Jesus use to feed the 5,000?
5.
Correct. Which 1970 film starring Jenny Agutter is based on a book
Pass.
by The Railway Children? Which singer released the albums Bad, Dangerous?
Michael Jackson.
Correct. What is the capital city of the Federation of the United Arab Emirates?
Qatar.
Abu Dhabi. Which award is given to the top scorer at the end of the English Premier League season?
Golden boot.
Correct. The word mañana means tomorrow in which European language?
Spanish.
Martin, you're just out of time. It was Spanish, but 3 counters is what you've got to play with. Where are you going to put them?
I'll start with drop zone 4, please, Ben.
Let's light up drop zone 4.
Right. Come on, machine. Is it riding?
Yeah, I think it's just riding. It is. Those rapid, clean drops, you're never sure where it's going to settle. It's just ridden up. Hanging over, but that's not going to go, I'm afraid, Martin, so you're down to 2.
Yep. I'll go drop zone 4 again.
Fire up. Another quick, clean drop, similar place. Is that going to be enough? It's flat. You're going to need some lateral to get that silver counter over. And it's not enough. So, Dave seems to have made the correct decision again, because still the machine's not paying out. 1 more counter, Martin.
Stick with it. I'll go drop zone 4 again.
Light up drop zone 4. Surely this time, Martin. Goodness me, it's a frisky settle. You got it down, though. And there's 1 over. So, 5 counters to draw level. That's not bad. 5 counters with your final drop.
Damage limitation.
So 5 counters across the tipping point with your last drop. That's £250. Let's take it from the machine, put it into your bank. Martin, well done. You finish up with £750, which draws you level with Dave. OK, Dave, you've ducked it twice. No hiding now. 30 seconds for Dave. Dave, your time starts now. In the popular rhyming phrase, the name of what reptile immediately follows "see you later"?
Alligator.
Correct. Which Chicago-based crime boss and bootlegger was nicknamed Scarface?
Pass.
Al Capone. Which star of 2.5 Men played IT entrepreneur Steve Jobs in the
Charlie
film
Sheen.
Jobs? Ashton Kutcher. Due to its similarity to a precious metal, the mineral iron pyrite is also known as fool's what?
Gold.
Correct. Hugh Town is the capital of which group of islands
Pass.
off the Isles of Scilly? Famously used in Torval and Dean's 1984 Winter Olympic routine.
Bolero.
Who composed Bolero was the question.
I don't know that.
I was after Ravel. So, Dave, you waited till the end. You've got 2 counters.
Not great.
OK, you can extend your lead over Martin, because at the moment you are neck and neck on £750. Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 4, please.
Load up drop zone 4. Bouncy drop stayed on its edge. That's much more controlled than the last few. Get it flat. It is flat. Now then. Is it going to
Not
split
sure
them?
it's going to do much there.
So you waited, Dave. You waited for Jean. You waited for Martin. You haven't had anything with your first drop. You've got 1 counter left to put in.
Drop zone 4 again, please.
Load up drop zone 4. Great overhang on that top shelf, Dave. Just got to get at it. Really rapid. Barely touched the sides. There you go. Now then, what can we add? 3 across the tipping points. That's £150. That's put you back in the lead. Let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. Dave, you've got £900. Martin, you have £750. Jean, I'm afraid with £300 we have found your tipping point. Thank you for playing, Jean.
Thanks, I've had a great time.
Dave and Martin, you've seen off the girls. It's just the 2 of you now, face to face against our machine. Very well done, boys. It's time to find out which of our contestants will be taking on the machine for £10,000. In this round, you're each going to be asked 3 questions alternately. On your question, you can choose to answer or you can pass it to your opponent. If you give me a correct answer, you put your counter into the machine. If you give me a wrong answer, your opponent puts the counter into the machine. Whoever has the most money at the end of this round will be today's winner and will be playing for £10,000. So Dave, you have a lead of £150 over Martin, so it's your choice again. Would you like to keep control of the machine or would you like to pass it to Martin?
Yeah, I'd like to keep control, please.
OK, first question for you then, Dave. Dave, how many millimetres are in 1 metre?
1,000.
Didn't pass that one. Martin, what would you have said?
I would have said 10,000.
You'd have said 10,000. Let's find out if you're right, Dave. Is the answer 1,000? Yes, it is 1,000.
Starting to doubt myself here.
That's the worry, isn't it? Dave, you've got a counter to put into the machine.
Drop zone 3, please.
Light up drop zone 3. Bouncy drop. Is that where you wanted it?
No.
Not really.
No, that's all right.
That's a nice trip over that top shelf, though. And you take those 4, Dave, because that's another £200 across the tipping point. Let's take it from the machine and put it into your bank. You now have £1,100. Well done. So, Martin, we come to you. What does the G stand for in the international organisations G8 and G20? You don't have to answer this, Martin. You can pass it to Dave. Do you think he'd know?
I don't know. I'm not 100% between 2, so I'm going to have to play safe and pass it over.
So, Dave, Martin had 2 in his head. What about you?
No idea.
G8 or G20?
Group.
Gone with group. What do you think, Martin?
That wasn't one of me 2.
What were your 2?
Government and governmental.
Government and governmental.
Group sounds good, though.
Is the answer group? Yes, it is. That's a great steal, Dave. Very well done.
Cheers, mate.
So, another counter to put into the machine to extend your lead.
Drop zone 3 again.
Load up drop zone 3. Bouncy old drop. Is that more like it?
I don't think so.
No,
Filled the
just
gap.
filled a hole, didn't it? Nothing from that one. Time for your second question, Dave. The island of Borneo is politically split between Brunei, Indonesia, and which other country? The island of Borneo is politically split between Brunei, Indonesia, and which other country?
Do you know this? I'm going to have to pass, I don't know. My geography is terrible.
OK, he's passed it over, Martin. Great opportunity to steal back. Any ideas?
Again, I've got 2 in my head.
OK.
I'm stuck between India and Nepal. I'm gonna go with... toss of a coin. India.
You've gone with India. Seem feasible, Dave?
Yeah.
Is India the correct answer? It's Malaysia.
I'm having a shocker here, like.
It's a great pass, Dave. It's paid off again. You get to put another counter in.
Drop zone 3 again.
Line up drop zone 3 for Dave. Tipping point still looking great there, Dave. It's a ghost drop for you. Moved it right to the other side of the drop zone. Could be on the money if you get it flat. It's flat. What are you thinking, Dave?
It's looking good.
So far. Oh, just a bit of weight in front of it. So, great opportunity for Martin. Martin, time for your second question. What is the stage name of the urban musician Mike Skinner? What is the stage name of the urban musician Mike Skinner? Don't have to answer this.
I thought it was the name of his group, but given the question, I'm gonna play and say the street.
Gone with the streets. What would you have said, Dave?
Yeah, straight.
You would have said the same thing, but you're right to back yourself, Martin. You're finally going to get a counter to put in the machine. Is the answer the streets? Yes, it is.
I thought they were the group. Didn't think it was just him.
Well done, Martin. No, I'm with you on that. I didn't realise that was his stage name.
We're too old, Ben.
I think we
It's
are.
It's out of our time.
You've got a counter to put in the machine, more importantly.
And I'm gonna go drop zone 3, please, Ben.
Line up drop zone 3. You're after 7 counters to draw level with Dave. There's a few on the edge there, isn't there? That side. What do you reckon, Martin?
I don't think so.
Oh, there's one.
That
Can we
could
get
nudge
something?
them.
Oh! No joy for you there. So, Dave, we come back to you for your third and final question. Which monarch preceded Henry VIII as King of England?
No idea. Pass.
OK, Martin. Any ideas? How's your history?
Henry VIII was early 1500s. When was Richard III? He's the fella who was found in Leicester car park, isn't he? I suppose it's Henry V, VI, VII. I'm gonna go with what my gut's telling us, and I'm gonna go Richard III.
Going with Richard III.
I am.
Sound feasible, Dave?
Anything does, really.
Yeah.
Should
OK.
have learnt my kings and queens.
You should have. Martin's gone for it. Is the answer Richard III? No, it's Henry VII. Oh, you just said it at the end there when you're working through, Martin. So, Dave, another great pass.
Come on.
Another chance to get some money.
Drop zone 3, please.
Light up
Ben.
drop zone 3. Both been terrorising drop zone 3, had very little out. There again.
It's in the gap.
It's in the gap, but a little nudge and you'll get them over. Oh! Goodness me. This is really, really tight now. OK, so, Martin.
Yeah.
One last chance to try and rescue this. Time for your third and final question. The climax of Alfred Hitchcock's film North by Northwest is set on which iconic US monument?
No idea. I know what I would guess at.
Does
And I
Dave know?
think Dave's been quite lucky today, so I think he's gonna guess and say it'll be right. So do I go all in or hand it over?
What does Dave want you to do? Have a look at him. He's singing a song.
I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass it over to Dave.
He's passed it, Dave.
No idea.
No idea. OK, so we're looking for an iconic US monument,
Got 2 things in my head.
which are?
Statue of Liberty. Or Alcatraz for some reason, but I don't think Alcatraz is a monument, is it? So I'm just going to guess Statue of Liberty.
Going with the Statue of Liberty.
I was gonna say.
Is that what you were going to say, Martin? Is the answer the Statue of Liberty? Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore National Memorial.
It's one of the presidents, isn't it?
So, yeah, exactly that, when they're all carved into the mountain. So, Martin, here it is. Last chance to try and get a place in our final.
I'm going to go drop zone 3 and hope for the best.
Light up drop zone 3, please. It's on the right-hand side. You've got to shout at this, Martin. Come on, machine. Oh, it's hard left.
the other way.
Can you get anything? It's the wrong side, really, isn't it? Is it going to be flat? It is flat. Now then. Oh! We're looking for 7. That's 5. That's 5, Martin. Goodness me. See how close it was? It was just the movement on the shelf that dropped that counter over. 5 across the tipping points. £250. Let's take that from the machine and put it into your bank, Martin.
Wow.
And at the end of the round, it's so close. But Dave is today's winner with £1,100. Martin, you gave it a cracking shot, but with £1,000, I'm afraid we have found your tipping point. Thank you for playing.
Thanks, Ben. Been lovely being here.
Good stuff. Dave is our winner today. He's managed to get £1,100. Well done, Dave.
Cheers.
It was close in that last round, wasn't it?
Close all the way along, yeah.
All the way along, but here you are. What made you apply for tipping points?
My missus had enough of me shouting at the telly, I think. She told me I've got to do it.
So, Dave, if you were to win £10,000, what would you do with the money?
We're hoping to get married at the end of this year, possibly next year, depending on funds. And so I'll put it towards that.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Be a great way to celebrate, wouldn't it?
Awesome way, yeah.
Best of luck to you, Dave.
Cheers.
OK, it's time to find out whether Dave's going to win today's £10,000 jackpot. In a few moments, I'm going to ask you to put our jackpot counter into the machine. All you have to do to go home with £10,000 this afternoon, Dave, is get it out again. Here's how you can do it. I'm going to show you 6 question categories. For each category, you can choose to play 1, 2 or 3 counters into our machine. The more counters you play for, the harder the question's going to be. But the more counters you win, the easier it should be to get the jackpot counter out. If you don't get hold of the jackpot counter, you'll still get £50 for everything that drops for you during this end game. But we would love for you to be going home with £10,000 to put towards a really, really special wedding.
Yeah.
First thing we need to do then is put the jackpot counter into the machine. What are you thinking?
I'll go for drop zone 4, please.
OK, let's light up drop zone 4, please. Right then. You've used it 3 times today. This is the most important time, though. When you're ready, I'm going to release that jackpot counter. Just be ready for it. There we go, nice and flat. Shift something across. OK, let's see if we get anything here.
Wanted it closer to the wall, really.
Ideally, you wanted it a bit further over. Having said that, it is nice and flat, which is the first challenge. You want to be able to get at it, which we can do. So we've got £1,100 in the bank. Everything in there is yours. Doesn't matter when it falls, it's all going to be yours. Let's have a look at your subjects. Human body, sport, flags, Shakespeare, food and drink, and film.
Awesome.
Sport, that's going to be...
Yeah, sport's all right.
Back yourself on that.
Yeah.
Any of the others?
Film, hit and miss. Food and drink, I like both.
Yep.
Human body, again, hit and miss, and Shakespeare, you know.
Shakespeare and flags. We'll see. OK, so you can play them in any order you like. When you're ready, give me your first one and for how many counters?
I'll have sport for 3, please.
We'll start with a sport question for 3 counters, please. How wide are the goals in a professional football field? 6 yards, 8 yards, or 10 yards?
I'm sure it's not 6 yards.
OK.
I'm going to say 8 yards.
8 yards?
Yeah.
Should we light it up?
Yeah.
We're going to take 8 yards, please. We wanted to get 3. Is the answer 8 yards? It is 8 yards. You did know it. OK, so we've got 3 counters. Where are you going to go?
Drop zone 4, please, Ben.
Light up drop zone 4, please. OK, we need to get behind it, don't we? Get it shifted. There you go. That is on the money. And it's shifting it a little bit that way. We'll take that. Nice bit of lateral movement. So 1 down, 2 to go.
Drop zone 4 again, please, Ben.
Fire up.
Bit wonky.
OK, see if we can collect some cash. That's 3 across the tipping point, so we can add in £150, Dave. Up to 1,250. You've got 1 more to put in.
Drop zone 4 again.
Fire up.
Ben. Slightly better.
Yeah, it is. Get some lateral movement and it's sliding behind it as well. It's coming towards that nice cluster there. Okay, so £1,250, what we've got in the bank. We've got the jackpot counter moving. It's getting towards the edge of that top shelf. Let's go back to categories.
Human body for 3, please.
We'll have a human body question for 3 counters, please. In what part of the human body is the trapezium bone? Wrist, ankle, or hip?
Guess wrist, please.
Should we light it up?
Yeah.
We're going to take wrist, please. Is the answer the wrist? It is! Well done. That's a great answer, Dave. Really fantastic.
Can I have drop zone 4 again, please?
Light up drop zone 4. Just switched at the last minute.
It's right underneath that pin, isn't it?
Yep. That's okay. We'll take those. Collect a few more now, maybe, from drop zone 3. There's another couple. That's 9 across the tipping point. £450 we add in, so we're up to £1,700. Your money's shot up, which is great.
Drop zone 4, please.
Light it up, please. One on that left-hand side. We've not had one for a while. There you go. Right, that'll do. Gonna be enough to show, though. Oh.
Still heavy.
Just a bit heavy, isn't it? We know we've got to get it. It's right behind it now. One more to drop in.
Drop zone 4, please.
Fire up. Is that going to be all right? We should get some movement on it. Come on now, come on. Oh. We've shifted a few over. We'll add some in here. Lovely. We'll take that extra money. That's another 8 across the tipping point, another £400, so your money shoots up again, £2,100. Let's go back to the categories.
Food and drink for 3, please. Ben.
Right, we'll have a food and drink question for 3 counters, please. What type of nut is also known as a cob nut? Walnut, hazelnut, or almond? Are you a nut man?
I hate nuts.
Oh.
Even more so now.
Never heard of a cob nut.
I'm going to guess walnut.
Should we light it up?
Yeah.
Let's take walnut, please. So we're after a cob nut. We really would love it if it was a walnut. Is that the correct answer? Oh, it's a hazelnut.
Never heard of it.
No, okay, not to worry, that's 1 down. First stumble we've had. We've still got 3 categories.
Film for 3.
We'll have a film question for 3 counters, please. For which film did Russell Crowe win a Best Actor Oscar? Gladiator, A Beautiful Mind, or Les Miserables? You've seen the films?
Yeah. I'm going to go with A Beautiful Mind.
Beautiful Mind?
Yeah.
You light it up?
Yeah.
I'm going to take your Beautiful Mind, please.
Even though Gladiator was the first one that come into my head.
Was it?
Go on, yeah.
Is the answer A Beautiful Mind?
Gladiator.
Oh, Dave.
Should never change your mind, should you?
It's so easy to say when you're sitting at home screaming at the TV,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I know.
But when you're faced with all the money and the jackpot counter, it's a very different game. OK, not to worry, we need to get that out of our mind now.
OK.
Flags and Shakespeare.
Flags for 3.
We'll have a flags question, please, for 3 counters. What colour is the star on the flag of Morocco? Red, blue, or green? Ever been there?
Red or green? No.
So you're torn between red or green?
I'm going to go for red.
Red?
Yeah.
Should we light it up?
Yeah.
Let's take red, please. Let's find out. We need this to be right. Is the answer red? Oh, it's green. It's red. Background with a green star.
Yeah. OK.
OK, so we've had a bit of a stumble. having said that, we've got your one strongest category that you've saved till the end, Dave, which is Shakespeare.
Yeah, go Shakespeare for 3.
We'll have a Shakespeare question for 3 counters, please. The character of Malvolio appears in which Shakespeare play? Twelfth Night, Much Ado About Nothing, or As You Like It? Any of those ring any bells?
Well, yeah, I've heard of them, yeah.
You've heard of them? What about Malvolio?
No. 12th Night, light it up.
Let's take 12th Night, please. The right answer's there, but have we found it? If we have, we've got 3 counters to try and shift that jackpot or to get some more money. Is the answer 12th Night? Yes! You see, you save your best till last.
Yeah. I'm going to go drop zone 3, please.
OK, let's load up drop zone 3. There's a fair bit of money there to be had, isn't there?
If it can drop right.
Even that wants to get towards the jackpot counter. Oh! That's no use to us. Nothing for that one.
Drop zone 2.
Would I have drop zone 2, please? So we've got some money, maybe one of our mystery prizes. Okay, come on now, machine, what you got for us? Give us something. There we go, you got a few from drop zone 3 with that. That's 5 across the tipping point. So another £250. So up to £2,350 and one more to go.
Drop zone 2.
Drop zone 2 again, please. Right-hand side, let's get this mystery prize. Not sure. Anything at all?
Go in the gap, I think.
Just stacked the tipping point, but nothing else to drop. So, Dave, you've got £2,350, but we're out of questions and categories. As you know at this stage, usually I offer you a trade, 3 final counters, in the hope of getting £10,000 and getting our jackpot counter out of the machine. Given how it's gone so far, and the fact you turned your back on it with those last 3, I think I know what the answer's going to be, but I need to ask you anyway. Would you like to take the money or would you like to take the trade?
I'll take the money. Cheers, Ben. I've had an awesome day and I don't want to risk it.
Congratulations, Dave. £2,350, not quite the £10,000, but it should still go some way to helping with the wedding.
It'll pay for my stag do.
You've got to get your priorities sorted. Have you enjoyed yourself?
Yeah, it's been great. Thanks very much.
Lovely stuff. We've loved having you on. Well done. Very well done. So Dave leaves with £2,350. The jackpot counter was very stubborn today. Join us the next time when the fate of 4 more players will hang in the balance on Tipping Point. Goodbye.